Tahirah. I'm the Global Manager for Social Media Publishing, and I'm excited to talk to you today. So as the Global Manager for Social Media Publishing, the main job functions kind of include, first and foremost, publishing content on our social media channels. We have meetings with our platforms every month to kind of make sure that we're aligned with the best practices and trends for social media. And then finally, we also analyze data to make sure that we're continuing to improve our content. So a typical day starts off with coffee. I need a lot of coffee in my system. Once that's taken care of, I jump right into emails. I look for, if there's any emergencies to take care of, if there's any incoming projects, and then I jump right into Teams meetings. So I'll meet with my team, check up on statuses on their side. I'll meet with my manager to see how everything's going, and then I'll also meet with our platform partners to kind of make sure that we're aligned on any projects. With my free time, I tend to work on projects. I do a lot of analysis on social media just to kind of make sure everything's following the latest and greatest trends, and that's what a typical day kind of looks like. So my career path was a little unconventional. I first started in political science thinking that I wanted to become a lawyer. That was not the case. I enrolled at LaSalle College in the e-business program. Once I completed it, I actually applied for an internship at UBISOFT, and I actually got it 3 weeks later. And I've been working here ever since, so it's been 6 years. I've worked my way to where I am, and I'm really proud of that. So the thing that I'm the proudest in my career is definitely accelerating and being where I am today in a matter of only 6 years. Like I said, I started off as an intern and now I'm a global manager. I got promoted several times over the last 6 years, so I'm definitely really proud of that. Additionally, I feel like the experience I've gotten, in the last 6 years has been tremendous, and I'm super excited that I've been able to relay that information back to my own students. So it's definitely a really great experience. So my experience at LaSalle obviously was a little bit different because my program was fully online. However, I do have one great memory, and that's of Brian O'Hara, who was one of my tutors while I was attending. And I love that he stayed in touch, just made sure that, that my career was going well, and he gave me some pointers. And he was actually the one who referred to me at LaSalle, and that's why I'm teaching there today. So one of my favorite courses while I was attending LaSalle College was specifically a class on web design, and we learned how to use Photoshop. Specifically, even though it was very basic, it's actually knowledge that I use still till this day. We use Photoshop to resize thumbnails on YouTube, create social media posts and so on. So it's something that I use very much until this day. Another thing that I kind of like to relay back to my students is really networking. That's also something that I had learned how to do at Collège LaSalle, networking with teachers, networking with peers. And so when I'm teaching classes, I always tell my students to make a LinkedIn if they don't already have one, and to start connecting with each other. So one of my favorite things to work on every year is either E3 or UBISOFT Forward. And I love working on this project because it's an all hands on deck project, and my team really takes lead on the social media, but also the live streaming strategy across UBISOFT, which is really fun. We've seen the industry change so much throughout the years, especially with the pandemic, where we saw physical events become digital events. So that was really a great learning experience for us as an industry. Additionally, I love working on events like this because I've created a checklist and I'm very meticulous in my work. So, following something that I've created over the years and making sure that our team executes it is very gratifying, and it's really exciting to see, the live stream on the day of Forward, and just seeing it all come together. So my sources of inspiration are definitely my parents. So my mom, because she teaches me to be kind to everyone, and then my dad, because he has a very work hard, play hard personality. He's very you should work as hard as you can, but then you should take vacations because he vacations a lot. He's really given us that as an important lesson. So as the woman and a person of color, my perspective on the video game industry is that we're improving, we're getting there. It's slow, but it's happening. Just in the last 6 years of me being here, I can already see a difference, and that makes me very, very happy. It's really exciting to see the amount of diversity and the differences that we have and beliefs that we have and even ways of living that we have. And I think it's definitely an added value because the more diverse we are, the more exciting our games are, and we're able to tell different stories and really capture, the essence of humanity in general. So it's really exciting, and I'm really excited to see where it's gonna continue to go. If I had to give one piece of advice to students who are looking to enter the workforce, specifically in the video game industry, it's not to be afraid. It looks more daunting than it is. It really isn't. You learn, so much at work. You're gonna be trained. People are friendly, and they'll help you succeed at your job. So don't be afraid if you feel like you don't have enough experience. That's okay. I come from a non-video gaming background and I am doing fine. So take it as an example of you can do it too. Can we restart? Thank you.